Hi, Gemini, and welcome to your Law of Attraction Timeless Tarot reading. I have created this tarot reading in such a way that it does not really matter what you are trying to manifest for yourself through the Law of Attraction. The energies that we'll look at in this reading will let you know where your energy is on point with your manifestation and where your energy is out of balance and needs some maybe mending or refining. But so if you are seeking romance, or you're seeking money, or you're trying to make a dream come true, you know, it doesn't really matter. This reading will be able to give you some insight and guidance to help you move forward. As always, all the decks I'm using in this reading are listed in the description box below. So, Gemini, let's see the energy you need to embody to achieve the manifestation that you are trying to bring into fruition. Okay, so interesting, this card. It can mean a couple different things. So you see, she is going to mail a letter. Sorry, I just yawned. Forgive me. Anyways, she's on her way to mail a letter somewhere. And, you know, look at the coloring of her clothes and look at the coloring of the birds in the sky. And the sky is not dark, but, you know, it's a little bit gray. So what this is saying here, Gemini, there are, you know, this could be demons of the past, insecure thoughts, relationships, situations, you know, there's just this element for you where you need to say goodbye to something in your life currently, or something of the past that's still kind of lingering around. Like, you need to say goodbye and send your farewell and, you know, give your piece, because that, like, whatever this is attached to for you, it's hindering your manifestation. Okay? It may not have, well, for most of you, it's not going to have any relation to your manifestation, but all is energy. So you needing to release whatever this is for you, it does hinder what you're trying to manifest for yourself, even if you don't see the connection between the two. Okay, so let's pull some cards to get more information. Now, let's pull a Flames card to see what your life force energy is regarding what you are trying to manifest. So we have the Three of Flames. So this tells me that you have definitely, you're allotting life force energy, but with this card, what I see is there's multiple things on Gemini's plate that you're trying to manifest and achieve for yourself. Believe it or not, like, you guys are my halfway point, and nobody else has received this card, or nor have I felt like the message of there's multiple things you are trying to manifest kind of all at the same time. They might be completely unrelated, or they might, you know, be completely connected to each other. But, you know, nonetheless, your life force energy is being split among three different things you are trying to manifest. What's the importance of that? Well, you only have so much energy to allot to any specific thing ever. You know, most people, if you're really, really, really emotionally upset and you're crying your eyes out, there will come a point where your body will just shut off. You will fall asleep and you will shut off, okay? So you can reset yourself, recalibrate. Now, I know there's people out there that are going to be like, that wouldn't happen to me. I wouldn't be able to sleep for days. I'm not saying that that's everybody. I'm just saying the majority of people, you know, when you're very overstimulated, you shut off. Some people, if they're extremely overstimulated, like on roller coasters or, you know, amusement rides, they actually pass out. So, like I said, many of you, you know, you only have so much energy to spend. And I would say, let's just say in a day, to make this easier to understand what I'm trying to say. You only have so much energy to spend. And for you, you're putting a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here. Okay, and this is just what you're trying to manifest. You've also got to think about, you know, your life. You have a whole life going on, and you're expending your life force energy towards that as well. So in a day, you have so much life force energy. It takes many years of spiritual discipline or practice, like becoming a monk or something, in order to have more life force energy to carry you through and not require sleep, things like that. Okay, not saying that's not impossible, but you guys, it's just you're kind of splitting up your energies. So that doesn't have to mean that's a bad thing. Let's pull more cards. So this is a Cups card here, and we're going to look at your emotional energy surrounding what it is that you are trying to manifest. So we have the Five of Cups here. What this tells me, Gemini, is a couple of different things. For some of you, it's just like you don't think what you are trying to achieve and manifest, like you just don't think it's going to happen. Okay? But more than that, just based on this card, I feel as though this doesn't have anything to do with your manifestation, this emotional energy. You're struggling with the loss of a relationship, a situation, something about your past, like letting it go. Like you're really in the struggle of that emotionally. And because that's so strong, it's really affecting what you are trying to manifest for yourself, whether that's you're trying to manifest healing or clarity or a new relationship or a completely brand new life, you know, whatever. It's like you're kind of spinning your wheels with this right here, because this is not energy, emotional energy, that's going to allow you to really move anywhere. It's stagnant. It's not moving. It's just spoils. Okay? It's wreckage. And there are 2 cups that remain. So all is not lost. But for others of you, this is talking about how this manifestation, there was some element that came to fruition, okay, but it didn't work out the way that you had anticipated, or perhaps you really tried, you had a little bit of success, and then you had a big failure. Some of you, because 3 cups are spilled, it was as though you failed 3 times in a row, okay, and I say that quite significant with this 3 of Wands, but now we have 3 cups here in the water. So for some, this is like what these 3 things you were trying to manifest, you know, it didn't work out, it was a failure, and you are really upset about that. You did invest, you know, time and energy into trying to create this, whatever it was, but there's still 2 cups here. So some of you, this is like, you know, what you were trying to manifest really wasn't going to serve you, but this here will. So this is what you want to manifest. For others of you, this is saying like how there was 3 things here. Well, now there's only 2 that remain. There's some part of your plan or manifestation that you have to let go of, that you have to say goodbye to. Okay. So let's pull an orbs card to look at your mental energy around your manifestation. Alright, so you have the Two of Orbs. Again, this is letting you know a couple different things. It's you can't fully achieve what you were trying to manifest because you're going back and forth too much, and I believe, I'm going to try, I'm going to make this happen, to, feeling sad, this is taking too long, this is a bunch of crap, the law of attraction is a lie, it doesn't work for anybody. Some of you are dealing with that, okay? But for others of you, this is saying, Gemini, we need to open up our mind. We need to open up our mind to new ideas and new ways forward, especially around this manifestation and whatever it is that causes you this Five of Cups energy, okay? So let's pull a crystals card to get some information about this, what you are trying to manifest here in the physical sense. Okay. Yeah, so I think we have a theme playing out here. So 2, 2, 2, 3, and then we have 3 cups in the water. So 3 and 2, 2 and 3, that's 5. 5 is a challenge, okay? 5 is the number for challenge and change, and chained, and chained, and change. Sorry about that. So with the Two of Crystals there, that is to me where, again, some of you, like this, what you were trying to achieve did have some sort of physical manifestation, but it didn't pay out the way that you expected, or it just didn't happen the way you wanted it or anticipated. It just, there's an element of failure. For others of you, this is like balancing your energy. You're working on 3 things, but you really only need to work on 2. And I see that here reiterated over and over. Okay, there's some element of your plan that you need to let go of that isn't working out in the past, or is not going to allow this to manifest. Like there is something you need to let go of, Gemini, in whatever you are trying to achieve here, because we go from 3 down to 2 to 2, okay, and then 3 cups washed away in the water. It's pretty straightforward. There is some element to your plan that you have to let go of, and you might not understand that now, but you need to trust that in the future you will be fully understood in it. And there's a ship there, by focusing just on these 2 things, whatever they are for you, that's what brings your ship in. Because the 3 of Wands is all about ships coming in, right? Well, this is saying you've got to drop one of these wands. Something needs to be changed, tweaked, let go of entirely. You've got to open your mind up, open yourself up. Don't be rigid in your thoughts and how you expect something should go. Oftentimes the path forward is not straight at all, okay? So this is saying by the 2 things that remain, that's where your ship comes in, okay? So aside from that, let's pull a couple cards to see what other emotions you are experiencing in your life that may be hindering and blocking you from achieving what it is that you are trying to manifest for yourself. And these are the emotions that are like kryptonite to you, okay, Gemini? These are like the emotions, whether you are consciously aware of it or not, really just jack up your energy, throw you out of balance, make you feel depressed and sad. These are the emotions that you are best served to not indulge in as often as you possibly can. Like, don't just let him go. So, resistant, rebellious, defensive, closed, Gemini. This right here is the epitome of that card right there. So you have got to open yourself up to change. You have got to open yourself up to, okay, this failed, but now I got to try again. Oh, that failed too. Okay, try again. Damn it, that failed. I don't want to anymore. I want to sit here and feel bad. I just, no. You have to try again. Try again. You know, they say the master has failed more times than the beginner has ever tried. Okay? So think about that. That's the only way to get good at anything. And, you know, nothing is ever truly lost. But this big time for you, Gemini, to open your mind up. Open yourself up. Don't be so closed off. Don't be so narrow-minded in how you think things need to move forward, because that's just not how it's going to work out for you. And trust me, in the end, you'll be happier for the way the universe is trying to construct this for you. So the next thing that comes is disgusted, revolted, nauseated, repelled. So this is another emotion that you want to try to steer clear of, and this is just like where, you know, the actions of others just disgust you, just makes you sick. Like, how in the world, who could ever, like that type of energy. Don't allow yourself to linger too much in the curiosity or the judging of, you know, another person. Because, you know, sometimes people are just wretched, okay? And you focusing on that is only pulling that wretched energy into your experience. If they wretched, close your eyes, close your ears, plug your nose, run the other way. You do not, you'll be like, yep, that's energy I do not even want up in my space, not even a drop of it. Okay, because when you are feeling disgusted and totally repulsed by something, this is, for whatever reason, this really jacks up your energy. It jacks up your ability to manifest what it is that you are trying to achieve. For some of you, that's you feeling disgusted with yourself because you have failed at some attempts to make this work. And again, I remind you, the master has failed more times than the beginner has ever even thought to try. So have tenderness with yourself, have patience with yourself. And, you know, even though many of you are these incredibly intelligent beings that are genius, sometimes you've got to leave room for yourself to grow, and you've got to open that mind up. So let's pull a card here. A couple cards actually, to get a bit more information about this. So we have oath, complicated, and success. So, Gemini. I like that we have success right there. Yes. Yes, that means yes. When you let go of what needs to be left behind, that is what helps your manifestation come into fruition. When you recognize that there's something about what you're trying to achieve that needs to be changed or disregarded entirely, that's where the success comes into play. Now, with oath and complicated, I feel like you just hold yourself to like this standard, this bar. And if you are not reaching that, you have no patience for yourself. You know, it's like, I'm a failure. Even when you're not, like, you're not even failing. You're just not living up to this incredibly high bar that you have set for yourself. And it's like, I will achieve this. I will make this happen. This is a promise I give to myself. And then if it doesn't happen the way you expected you would be capable and able to execute it, that puts you in this place of sadness. But listen, there's just this resistance in you. Like, you really need to open up your mind. Things do not have to be as complicated as they seem. And also, with this pairing of cards, with this energy, I think some of you are having a hard time letting a piece of this manifestation go, because there was some sort of oath or bond. Some of you, this could be like a friend or a business partner or something like that. And, you know, even though you know this needs to get out of your life, it cannot move forward, it's still a complicated matter of the heart for you. And you are very resistant to let it go, even though you know it has to leave, okay? So let's pull you some advice cards. All right. Ooh, yes, death and rebirth. So this is just a confirmation, Gemini, that your original plan just needs to be reworked, because, you know, something is definitely meant to happen here. Your ship is definitely coming in. I just feel like it's completely different than what you had planned or what you had hoped for the way. But remember, it will be so much better than you expected. Awareness. This is like, I feel awareness of yourself and your own thoughts and your how you are closing your mind and being resistant, okay? Really become aware of that. Also, the feelings of disgust, the feelings of just feeling very defensive and closed off. Be aware of that. Again, those are your kryptonite. And connect, yes. Reconnect, Gemini, with the universe. Reconnect with your dreams. Reconnect with your spirit guides. Reconnect with yourself. Because I promise you, all is not lost here. It is so not. It's just going to be coming out a completely different way than you anticipated. Okay? Like, okay, this is, I don't know why on earth I thought of this analogy, but let's just say that you are Asian, okay? And you are pregnant with a child, and your partner is also Asian, but somehow, incredibly, the baby that comes out is, you know, Spanish. And you're like, what? You have, huh? So you're still getting your manifestation, Gemini. It's just not how, like, the way you expect. It's kind of more magical, because if two Asians popped out a Spanish baby and there was no cheating involved, that's divine intervention right there, if you ask me, okay? That's just kind of what I feel for you, is just let the universe, because it's just so much better than you can even imagine, okay? Crystal Ascension. I attune to the universal wisdom and energy of the Crystal Kingdom. So this is letting you guys know that some of you, some Reiki is seriously in order to help you balance your energy, leave what you need to leave in the past and move forward. Okay, some of you definitely need some Reiki. Others of you, there are certain crystals, rocks, and minerals that you can connect with that will help really balance and ground your energy for this process that you are going through. So this is, you know, a great card. Obviously, I know all of you are not going to resonate with this, but this is what came out. So if you can, I would suggest some Reiki to get your energy, you know, totally back in balance. And for those of you who are drawn to crystals and stones and minerals, you know, see what you feel led to, because there's definitely, they could help you ground and balance your energy. So Gemini, that is your law of attraction reading. What is holding you back? We have discussed, and you definitely know your way forward for success. So do not be afraid. Do not hesitate. Do not hold on to the past. Allow yourself to be propelled forward into the beautiful, wonderful surprise the universe is trying to bestow upon you, Gemini. I am wishing you all the best. Take care.